Good morning, pipe smokers. Saturday morning out in the shop as usual. Sun coming up, coffee going down. Got a lot I wanted to get through today, if I remember everything. One, if you've seen the picture at the beginning of this video, it's starting to happen more and more on YouTube as well. Brian Glenn, Cigar Obsession from YouTube. I've been watching that guy since he's been on. I've been watching him from doing cigars for many, many years. I used to be back into cigars a lot more heavier than I am pipe tobacco. I still smoke a lot of cigars, but pipe tobacco is my go-to now. But he's done. He's been done on YouTube. He made his last video. He's been on there for as long as I've been on there. He's got thousands and thousands of views. It's a lot easier to get views from drinking whiskeys or cigars or something like that. Pipe tobacco is more of a dying fad. I mean, there's not a lot of people that smoke pipe tobaccos. So if you get a few thousand followers on YouTube with pipe tobacco, you're doing pretty good. Anyway, he just posted his last video. They've been banning him, taking his videos down one by one. He's going to be on Instagram and TikTok, I guess, and Facebook and Rumble. So check that out. It's something to keep in mind and keep watching. If they do that to me, I'm on Rumble and I'm on Instagram. I'm not very active on those ones at all. But like on Instagram, I believe my name is Doran Pipes. Doran Pipes, like Doran_Pipes. But that's something to consider. Everybody keep tuned, stay tuned for that. Bought a couple things this week. I snagged some more of these at my local tobacco shop, if you want to call it a tobacco shop. It's more of like a vape shop. I was able to grab some of these cheap cobs. I think I paid like $4 or $5 for them. Just something to smoke around the house and on the boat. If I ever get to go out on the boat. That's another story. I've also posted a couple pictures of the storms and stuff here this week. We didn't have tornado, but it was like either straight line winds or a microburst or whatever you want to call it. A bunch of trees down in the area, power out. It's been a shitty week. We lost power, I think it was Tuesday night. It went out about 5 p.m. Tuesday night, and it didn't come on until late Wednesday night. Then we lost it again Thursday night. It went out again, and it went out at 3 a.m. on Thursday night. I just got up and stayed up and had to go to work. Just stayed up because I couldn't get back to sleep, and it didn't come on until again sometime yesterday. It's just been one thing after another. The river's all flooded now. You can't go fishing. I'm off until next Wednesday. I'm off for Election Day Tuesday, and we all took Monday off as well. And today it's cold and rainy, so I'm hoping to go out to the lake Monday. I'm going Monday. I'm almost positive. I'm hoping. And also, real fast, I bought, my friend Nish had recommended getting a water fuel separator for my boat. I never did, so I finally got one. It's the Atwood. It comes with the filter, and basically it has 2 bolts back here. You just bolt it to the back, coming out of your fuel tank. The line connect in and then out, and then goes to your motor. Of course, it didn't come with the fittings I needed. It didn't come with any fittings, just came with plugs, so I had to go buy some fittings for it. So I'm hoping that will do the trick. I'm gonna get that installed this weekend. Among other things, I got water in my rec room, got flooded again. Got water all through the basement and the carpet downstairs. When it downpours like that, microburst, it just comes down my driveway and just comes gushing down the driveway and comes into the corner of the basement. So I tried to buy some 50-pound bags of blacktop this week from my local Lowe's. They were sold out. They supposedly got some in yesterday, and it's raining today, so I'm going to run down tomorrow and get some of that. I'm going to try to make a trench, a curb, whatever you want to call it, going down the side of my foundation, divert it from the house and direct it into a big black pipe I have down there, direct it hopefully away from the house and into the backyard. But I've already been rambling for 5 minutes and we ain't even talk about tobacco yet, so let's get this started. Junkyard dog. Look at that. Look at it! Look how old. This bad boy is from 2003. 19 years old. Junkyard dog. A revival of a classic American blend that smokers of 30 years ago will instantly recognize. Contains Burley, Latakia, and Bright, Virginia. From Cornell and Diehl in Morganton, North Carolina. They're not even there anymore. They've moved since then. Very old tune. Check that out. It is bulging. You're probably not going to see that, but let's give her a crack and see what we got. Woo-hoo! Did you hear that? 19-year-old Cornell and Diehl. Whew, I smell that Latakia. I'm assuming that back then it was still Syrian Latakia, but I'm not 100% sure. Wow, and it looks like they actually packed 2 ounces in this compared to what they do now. I'm not sure on that either, but wow, that's like a cake. Typical Latakia smell. You pick up a little bit of fermented fruits, a little bit of citrus. That is very cool. That is a cake. Cornell and Diehl finally achieved a cake after 19 years. I'm gonna let this dry out for a few, get my pipe pack, and give you my honest thoughts. Okay, we're back. After 19 years, the Latakia is faded away, for sure. It's still there, but it's very mute. The Burleys and the Virginia definitely took over. I'd say the Burleys took over this blend. Now this is a Latakia blend that I could actually smoke now because I don't think this would tear my mouth up because the Latakia has faded so much. 19 years. It's taken to the flame very well. You're getting that typical little bit of smoky campfireness, but it's really mute. Nuttiness, creaminess. I'm assuming that's the Burleys. It's a really well-balanced, rounded out blend now after 19 years. And of course, they don't make those tins anymore. Cool label. They still make this blend, as I'm sure you all know. Oh, I got a blast of grapefruit in that puff there. I really need to take all that tobacco out of the tin and spread it out on a tray and air it out a little bit more and mix it a little better and put it in a mason jar. Very, very smooth, velvety, almost velvet. Gladiatia has definitely tamed way down. Of course, I've had this many, many times before, but I don't think I've reviewed one that, of course, was this old. I didn't want this video to go this long, but I started rambling at the beginning. If you had this type of tobacco, this blend here, leave your comments below. Also, I wanted to address really fast. I usually don't address trolls, but this guy this week, he had said something. He found me on here and on Instagram, and he mentioned something to me about being a fake poser doing my tobacco reviews, and I didn't understand what he was talking about. And he says there's no way that I'm smoking and cracking all these tins every week for the last how many years, that nobody has that much pipe tobacco, and that I'm just smoking probably the same blend over and over again in my pipe and saying it's something else. Which I don't understand, because every video that I make, that I do reviews on, I crack the tin almost 99.9% of the time live. I crack it, bust it open. I don't understand what the hell he's talking about, but I guess he said something about I'm one of them guys on YouTube that says I'm doing reviews and you don't know what they're smoking. You never show their tins. I'm a fake. I don't know. Anyway. I do have some more of this in my cellar, actually that old. And then I have, of course, the newer tins. And I hear the wind picking up and it's pouring down rain again right now. I also got some water in the garage. And I got some puddling in my pontoon boat from the cover, where it pulls, finds a low spot and just starts piling in. Hoping to get that out today as well. I'll be back either tomorrow or Monday for sure. If I can't get anybody to go with me out on the lake, my wife doesn't like me going by myself, I'm gonna take my kayak and I'm going by myself that way. So either way, I'll be out. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Talk to you boys and girls later.